Hello, Ross's rock stars. Today we'll enjoy a very short lesson about a very short word, not. And as we go, we'll also review some of our concepts that we've talked about before, especially helping verbs. Not is never a verb. Not is an adverb. Remember when we're talking about adverbs, we often look for words that end in ly. But not is one of our most common adverbs, and it doesn't end in ly. So we're going to treat it just a little bit differently. If you think about what not does, it's easy to see that pretty much its function in a sentence is just to reverse the meaning of a verb. You either walk or you don't walk. You sit or you don't sit. Whenever we see a not or this contraction for not, N''T in a sentence, you're just going to draw a box around it and write ADV above it. ADV, of course, stands for adverb. Look at your notes and see that we have 3 examples to work through here, and this will be a good way to get used to drawing that box, finding the word not, and also a great opportunity to review some of our helping verbs. The child with the red hair does not sit near me. Remember, when we're breaking down a sentence for our grammar exercises, the first thing we do is look for our preposition. Prepositions, of course, relationship words. So here we see the word with. Now we have to find the object of the preposition. In this case, the red hair is the object. Cross out with the red hair. Is there another preposition? There sure is. Near, a space relationship. Near what or who? Near me. Cross out the prepositional phrase. Now let's look for the subject of the sentence. Who is doing the action, or in this case, maybe not doing the action? The child is the subject of the sentence. And now we move on to verbs and adverbs. So in this sentence, we see we've got 3 words left over other than our article, which we'll cross out at the end. Looking at these 3 words, we know we're talking about not. We're going to box that out. But first, let's see what these other 2 words do. Let's double underline does and sit. That is our verb phrase. Sit is the main verb in the sentence. You can't remove it without changing the meaning of the sentence. Does is our helping verb. Remember our list and our Jingle Bell song? It's very seasonal right now. Does is the helping verb. Again, I'm not asking you to make the distinction, but just in case you want to know, does is the helping verb, sit is the main verb, and we're left with not, the adverb. Cross out the, of course, your articles always get crossed out, and box your not, writing ADV above. Let's take another example. He should not have given the comb to me. In this sentence, we've only got 1 prepositional phrase. It's way down near the end. Can you find it? To. To is our preposition, and me is the object. Cross out to me. That's the whole prepositional phrase. Who's the subject of this sentence? If you said he, you're exactly right. Now, let's turn to verbs. Should, remember, on our list of helping verbs. Have, again, on the list of helping verbs. Given, 3 verbs in this sentence. So you can see with those helping verbs, oftentimes you can use 1 or more in a sentence to subtly give more information about the meaning of your main verb. In this case, to give is your main verb. If you take give away, the sentence won't mean the same thing. Cross out the. We know the is always an article. We get rid of that. And then box out not, writing ADV above. One last example. The house isn't for sale. For is a preposition. Sail is the object, so we cross out for sail. The subject, who or what is the subject in this sentence? The house. Well, come over here and look at the verb, which is. However, we've got that little contraction here, N''T. We know that stands for not. Box out the N''T and write ADV above. Cross out the. If you're boxing N''T and it leaves you with only just part of a word, write that implied word out. So in this last example, going back, is your verb, okay? Remember, we have that is, it's just a state of being, right? That's your verb in this particular sentence, and it's the whole word. But sometimes when you form a contraction, you end up with something that doesn't quite make sense. If you take away the N''T here with won't or can't, you'll want to write the rest of the word out. Here, box out your adverb, and the implied word with won't is actually will. Again, remember, not reverses the meaning of that verb. So, will is the opposite of won't. Here, we've already got can above can't. Box out your N''T, write ADV above. And you're left with just a CA, so above, write CAN, can. And then you can double underline it because you know that's the verb. That's all for now, Ross's Rockstars. Hope you enjoyed our short lesson on not. If you have any questions, don't forget to send me an email or ask me in class. Have a great holiday.